Yo, what's going on then, guys? It's your boy Bengex and Or Dilemma here, and I went to the UK Open last weekend and got 11th place, top 16 out of 500 to 600 players, playing Sky Striker before the structure deck comes to the UK. So I finished 8 and 2. One of my losses was like pretty unpreventable. It was very much a case of like my opponent just drew better than me, yada yada yada, and my other loss was to not opening any access to Ray or Engage for like 9 turns in a row. I finally drew Linkage, it got impulsed. We were both breaking back and forth, and then game 3, I got drolled. It was like really unfortunate. My hand was one search off of Engage. That one search of Engage got interacted with the droll. I go Linkage to make 0. My opponent impulses the Linkage, and I'm sat there with the Ray in my hand, so I'm like normal Ray affects summon 0. 0 gets belled, and then I pass to my opponent with like no cards set, and he resolves Murakumo and I die. But overall, the event was really, really good. Like I say, X2 in Swiss. I also got to go on stream for the first time ever, which was really, really cool. I was featured in round 5 when I was 4-0. So I'll go over the card by card, explain everything, and then we'll go from there. So I played 3 Ray, 2 Rose. I'm on Desires, which is why I'm playing 2 Rose, not 1 Rose. If you're on 3 Desires, I recommend playing 2 Rose, 2 Lemnis Gate. The second Rose was like fine. If you drew it, you drew it. You just made a Link monster with it. It wasn't the end of the world. You can also do some cute things where you like chain block your Kagari from Ghost Bell, which happened a couple of times. But yeah, so 2 Rose is fine. 3 Ash, 1 Bell, you can see we're on Crossout. This is very similar to Joshua Schmidt and Dinka Bowie's list from YCS Dortmund, with a couple of tiny little tweaks that I personally like. But yeah, Crossout was insane. I think I resolved it like twice, but both the times I resolved it, I like won the game. Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage. I played 3 of these. No way. There's a saying at my locals where I drew Engage and I won the game, and this felt insane every single time I drew it. Honestly, I think this card is in line for a Banhammer again at some point, especially with the new release of the new cards that we still don't have. So I'm going to be enjoying Engage while I've still got it. 3 Linkage, this card's broken. 3 Widow Anchor, this card is also broken. 2 Lemnis Gate. Lemnis Gate was really good throughout the weekend. Using Lemnis Gate to shuffle back 14 cards is really, really stupid, and this happened twice throughout the event. Because you end up in like these really weird grind games. I'm always searching Lemnis Gate off my first ever Suzuki search, just to get shit back into rotation, and also you can use it once you start stealing your opponent's stuff with Anchor. And then you use the second Lemnis Gate as like a final push where you just chuck all of your shit back in for a second time. But this time you're chucking like all of your shit back in. It's not the stuff you use first time. You just use like late game to put everything back. 1 Shark Cannon, 1 Hornet Drones. Hornet Drones was quite bad, and I don't think I'll play Hornet Drones moving forward. This will probably be either just cut from the deck to make it 42, but every time I result Hornet Drones, I felt significantly weaker. It's supposed to be there to search off of Shizuku, so you have access to Ray next turn, but you always have access to Ray next turn, so I don't know why I'm searching Hornet Drones. Because we're playing Eagle Boosted to keep our Shizuku alive, you never actually need to get access to Hornet Drones to be able to play the game on the following turn on turn 3. So the Hornet Drones can probably be cut, but it is another quick play spell for Radiant Typhoon Vision, which, by the way, the most broken striker support to date, probably better than the stuff in the structure deck. Radiant Typhoon Vision is so strong in this deck because it's just 3 spells engraved. You just activate Vision, go draw 2, discard 1, and then you have 2 spells in the grave, and then you activate Engage. You engage for Ray. Ray gets 0, 0 adds Linkage, you linkage away the 0, and now you have Engage access with 3 spells in grave, and you just keep churning and doing striker things. As well as the 1 MST, this card's really good. I've sworn by MST in striker without Vision, and now I have a reason to play it in the deck with Vision. So MST was really good. Call Buy's broken. This is a quick play spell, so it's Crossout. 3 Upstart, 3 Desires. I want my deck to be as consistent as possible. I want to be drawing cards every single game without fail. Reinforcements of the army, cross out talents, don't need to explain these. 3 drop, but this card's broken in this format. It's a bit weird in this deck specifically because you can't often send monsters, so you have to like commit first before you droplet, but like it's fine, this card's really good. And then 3 Fallen the Virtuous, more Sky Striker support that isn't Sky Striker support. It's a quick play spell that's removal that gets you another spell. You can use this to target Engage, to put Engage Engrave as your 3rd spell, and then add another one for free so it doesn't cost you anything. This card's so silly. Side deck, 2 Droll, 1 Hamp. Lunalizer deck. I hate Droll. I wish I didn't have to play this card. But you want your opponent to put up a half board so you can crack it and kill them. The second Shark Cannon for Mitsurugi and... what was the other deck I was playing this for? White Forests. You can steal their Azamina Linkman or their Dragoon, which happened a couple of times. 3 Forbidden Crown. This card's fucked, man. So, like, you put Crown in going first. You take out drop, you put Crown. And you, like, just crown your opponent's normal summon. And sometimes they just can't play, like, against Yami. Crown their Captaincy, and half the time they just lose. You can crown, like, Diabellstar. It's so solid. Against Vanquish Soul, they can't interact with the monster you crown. So they can't, like, bounce their Razin. The Razin's just sat there negated. And then they have to have, like, Holy Sue, which they don't have very often. Yeah, Crown's broken. 2 Shed Red. The objective of the deck is to not die and then kill them on the crackback. Shed Red allows you to draw cards. And then you have more cards to kill your opponent with. Because you're never dying, because Shizuki's legal boosted. Very cool. 2 Thrust, because now we're playing 5 Engage going second. 2 Storm, 1 Duster, 1 DDG. And for the extra deck we're playing 1 Hayate, 3 Kagari, 1 Shizuku, 3 0, 1 Zeke, 1 SP, 1 Azalea. Why is this SP in between these two? I'm not even going to worry about it. 1 Ecclesia, 1 Albion, 1 Dogma, 1 Typhon. I never summon Typhon. Typhon is on Fraud Watch. I'm probably going to play either Zeus in this spot, which does come up, or a second Hayate or Shizuku. Maybe Kaina, until the new support comes out, because I do have a regional next weekend. But, like, this is being changed. I just don't know what it's being changed to. Azalea was really good. I summoned it, like, 3 times. SP was also on Fraud Watch. I think I summoned it once. And I was already winning the game anyway, and I just linkaged it off. I just needed to, like, clear bodies. Zeke is the way that you clear bodies normally, but when you go through Zeke, you have to make SP. 3 0 is mandatory, 3 Kagari is mandatory. I don't understand people. Like, I know Josh played 2, and I get why he played 2, but it's crippling to play 2, and I'd much rather just reliably be able to make a 3rd Kagari every game. I had to make 5 Kagaris sometimes throughout the tournament, so yeah, I wouldn't play any less than 3. 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate. These cards are standard. I've very rarely made Hayate. The only times I made Hayate was to, like, crash my Ray, or crash my monster army with Ray in the previous turn into my opponent's guy, Foolish Ray, because my Ray got interacted with, like, Sting, and then summon the Ray back and carry on playing, so she's needed, but she doesn't come up that often. But yeah, that's my deck. Like I say, top 16, 11th place. I was on feature. It was such a fun event, and yeah, it's nice to finally feel validated as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, because it's been a long period of time where I've gone, I don't think I'm good enough, and now with this finish, I feel like, you know, I'm better at the game than I thought I was. Also, shout-outs. Felix Matthew DeHang from Team Bozo, 3 of my closest friends. Josh Thomas, who else am I forgetting? Daniel Shakeshaft, the guy that lent me, like, all the cards. You'll notice this is not a physical deck profile, it's because I don't own anything. All these cards were owned by Dan, which is why I was able to play the deck in the first place. Kyle for driving is up there. Anthony for being Anthony. Who else? Oh, and Poe from Kung Fu Panda, for showing me that despite hating my job and being fat, I too could be the Dragon Warrior if I try hard enough. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Peace.